Hi, it's Ramsey Dewey, and I'm going to answer a question that I got a couple of times, which is, "Hey Ramsey, what YouTube channels do you watch?" Okay, interesting question. Now I watch a number of them. A lot of them are fight related. A lot of them are not. Believe it or not, sometimes I get on YouTube for entertainment. So I'm just going to go through a list of some channels that I subscribe to. Let's see here. First on the list is friend of mine from Africa, King K.O., that is K-I-I-N-G K.O. Dude makes reviews of movies and things like that, has a very interesting perspective. So yeah, when he puts out a video, I look that up. I find his perspective interesting. And when you step outside your own country, because I live in China, and I've lived in a few different countries as well, spent some time in Mexico, lived in Argentina for a few years, you start to see the world in a whole different way. And so it's just fascinating to me getting feedback on pop culture from other cultures. Who else? My friend Tyler Castleman, he's got a channel. Go check him out. He's otherwise known as the Wing Chun Pilgrim. He appeared on my podcast a while back. Interesting dude. A while back he put out this really interesting video about making a fusion of Wing Chun and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and how you can make a lot of those trapping concepts work really well inside the guard. And I think that's a really cool concept, and I've actually had a lot of success with that myself, with similar trapping concepts in the guard in mixed martial arts. So yeah, cool stuff. Who else? Oh yeah, a lot of people ask, "Ramsey, where do you get those beats, that music in some of your videos?" And I get a lot of it from the Passion Hi-Fi. Once more, that's the Passion Hi-Fi. Doesn't have a lot of subscribers on his channel. Go check this dude out. He makes free beats, really good stuff that you can use as long as you give him credit. And yeah, great stuff. Very, very talented dude. Again, the Passion Hi-Fi. Who else? Ryan George. I cannot believe I actually have more subscribers than Ryan George. This guy is hilarious. How he makes some videos for Screen Rant, some funny videos over there, but he does have his own channel where he makes these really short comedy sketches, such as Superman Does Good. That's my personal favorite, man. Go check him out, Ryan George. Who else? Quan Kicker. Quan Kicker, he's one of the OGs of YouTube. He's been kicking butt on YouTube since YouTube was a thing. And what's interesting about him is, you know, even though he's got a ton of subscribers, he's kind of changed the format of his channel around a lot recently. And it's really interesting to see him take that bold leap into basically becoming a variety channel, and to see how essentially he's building up the audience all over again. We just recently tried to do a international podcast, and there were a lot of technical difficulties, breaching the Great Firewall of China to do that live, but we'll see what happens of it. Hopefully at least some of that makes it through. Who else? Mama Hoo Hoo. It's a channel run by some expats who live here in China. It's very expat China specific humor. So if you've lived in China, if you've lived in Shanghai specifically, there's some funny stuff there. What else? Going through the list. Keenan Cornelius. Man, Keenan Cornelius, if you're not familiar who that is, he's a very high-level world champion black belt jiu-jitsu competitor. So if you want to learn about Brazilian jiu-jitsu, especially if you want to learn the ins and the outs of using the gi, then that's an excellent channel to subscribe to. Now, I'm not a huge proponent of the gi, but when I want to figure something out about the gi that I don't understand, yeah, that's one of the guys I go to. What else? Pygmy. Now, this dude has a lot of subscribers, 1.2 million, but man, he's definitely earned them. He does these tutorials on doing backflips and aerials and different types of really cool aerial movements and stunts and gymnastics and breakdancing and things like that. And, you know, I just absolutely love physical culture and things like that, and acrobatics. And his tutorials are informative, sometimes they're funny. Good stuff on that channel. Who else? Robin Black. Man, I can't believe I have more subscribers than this dude. Robin Black. he does the 1-minute breakdown, which are the coolest fight breakdowns on the internet. In my opinion, they're short, they're concise, they are entertaining, and very, very well-educated opinion about fighting. I mean, the guy's very well informed about the combat arts. So Robin Black, go check him out if you like short and straightforward and to the point. Who else? Zach Tillander. I'm actually not sure how to pronounce this guy's last name, but Zach Tillander. And again, I can't believe I have more subscribers than this guy. He's a weightlifter and has some excellent tutorials on weightlifting that have helped me a lot to improve in weightlifting. Helped me fix a lot about squatting form and deadlifting and the Olympic lifts and things like that. So, man, if getting stronger is something that interests you, go check this guy out. Who else? Steve Vai himself. Steve Vai, yeah, the guitar player. One of the godfathers of neoclassical rock and roll. Yes, he has a YouTube channel. He does guitar tutorials. I love guitar. I play guitar. I've got a collection of guitars. I used to play in a rock band back in college. But one of the reasons I subscribe to Steve Vai's channel is because his guitar playing philosophy, which a lot of his tutorials end up being, is him talking to the screen about his philosophy, is just super interesting, and it transcends playing an instrument in some really, really awesome ways. So whether or not you play guitar, go check that out. Who else? The Pink Man. Again, another guy. I can't believe I have more subscribers than this dude. He is hilarious and interesting and poignant and well-researched. You may or may not like his style, but I get a kick out of it. He does a lot of exposés on bullshido, craptacular martial arts, ninjas, historical inaccuracies, and martial arts myths and things like that. So you may or may not like that. I enjoy his channel a lot. Who else? Let's see here. Night Jiu-Jitsu. It's a channel that, well, makes jiu-jitsu videos, and they make pretty good tutorials. I watch their stuff. Good stuff. My sister, Daniel Raven Wing, has an awesome series of videos about physics. She's a physics teacher called the, what's this video series called? The Existence Code, and man, it's like mind-blowing. Cool stuff. Also videos about living in a tiny house, you know, minimalist living, interesting stuff. Who else? My friend Samari Morris. Samari Morris is a Taekwondo channel. She is a Taekwondo instructor. I have known Samari since she was a kid, man, a kid. Her older sister, Melanie, was one of my original Taekwondo coaches way back in the day. And yeah, Samari, she's still teaching, still competing, and she's got a great YouTube channel. So if you want to learn more about Taekwondo and how to get better at it, go check that out. Who else? Yeah, Mindless Entertainment. Mindless Entertainment with Jessie Milestone, man, gotta love her. So if you like to hear an angry young woman ranting about things that she is passionate about, go check out Jessie Milestone at Mindless Entertainment. And she makes this series she calls Meant to Offend, which I enjoy a lot, where she tries to offend as many people as possible. And if you're offended, good. Anyway, good stuff over there. Oh man, Petramale Boxing. Steve Petramale, he needs to make more videos. He's only made 6, so go bug him. Go subscribe to his channel, send him emails and say, hey dude, make more videos. We want to see more. Steve Petramale is an excellent boxing coach. He knows his stuff, and he's an excellent boxing coach for mixed martial artists as well. He's trained a lot of fighters, a lot of boxers, and a lot of MMA fighters. And a while back, his gym was actually featured on the TV show The Orville, that kind of Star Trek spoof type of comedy show. So yeah, good stuff over there. Yeah, go subscribe, send him some emails, ask him to make more videos because they were good. Who else? Reality Check Self-Defense. Only 19 videos, but this is a good channel, and this is a guy you need to bug to make more videos too. He makes a lot of the same type of videos that I've made, where we try out bad women's self-defense videos, bad self-defense concepts, and see what actually happens when we try them in real life. This guy, sometimes he's really hilarious, sometimes he's poignant. A lot of times I get complaints about my videos when we dress it up with theatricality and whatnot. They're like, and people say, I would like to see you make a more serious attempt at this. Well, he makes much more serious attempts than I do sometimes. So yeah, go check him out. Often putting his self at a risk of injury and often getting injured in the process. So very interesting channel. Who else? So many good ones. Mr. Sci-Fi. I'm a big science fiction nerd. Mr. Sci-Fi, he's written a lot of science fiction scripts for television. He used to write for Star Trek. He makes a lot of commentary on his channel. Really cool stuff if you're a Star Trek nerd like me. Yeah, great video logs about science fiction and the state of science fiction. What else? Who else is good? Oh man, I can't not mention this one. Voto Studios with Grand Master Jesse, the founder and Grand Master of MMA, Mexican martial arts. I must correct myself. If you don't know about Mexican martial arts, fix that mistake. Go check out Voto Studios. Learn about Mexican Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Mexican boxing, Mexican Muay Thai, and more. Good stuff. Who else do we have? Team Nemesis Martial Arts. It's not a big channel. They've got 107 videos. It's a gym channel based in Australia. A friend of mine who runs a gym over there, he's a black belt and MMA fighter. Yeah, so I watch his channel, and yeah, good stuff. Who else? So many channels, so many channels. If you're a Star Trek nerd, again, Star Trek Continues. I know they've stopped making videos, but it was an homage to the original series. They made a fan film, probably the best fan film about Star Trek on the internet. Love it. I love this guy, Kid Calm. He makes a lot of videos about comic books, comic book movies, Spider-Man in particular. He's this very passionate guy, very passionate about Spider-Man, and I love his opinions about these sorts of things. So, man, so many. If you don't know about Jiu-Jitsu, go check this guy out. Makes a lot of video logs and a few tutorials about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And he does a Q&A on his channel, not unlike the Q&A that I do on my channel, just very specific about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and it's very good, and I watch it, and I enjoy it. So go check him out, show that guy some love. And Dmitry Klokov. And if you don't know about this Russian strongman, prepare to be impressed. Go check out his channel. He does things like one-armed clean with 100 kilos. Sorry, a one-arm snatch overhead, snatch with 100 kilos, and just crazy, crazy feats of strength that you wouldn't even think are possible. Speaking of strength training, you can't forget about Alan Thrall. I watch his channel. Alan Thrall, great information about strength training, powerlifting, cool stuff like that. Who else? So many good ones, so many good ones. The Hayabusa channel. I subscribe to that one specifically because of Neil Melanson. Now, I know they have some other content on there on the Hayabusa channel, but Neil Melanson is one of my personal favorite coaches. I always learn something. Actually, I always learn a lot every time I watch his videos. He is a grappling coach. Outstanding sorts of information on submission grappling and ground fighting. Go check out his book. If you're going to buy a book that somebody sells you on the internet, buy Mastering Triangle Chokes by Neil Melanson. It is mind-blowing. Who else? Who else do I subscribe to? PBS Spacetime. It's a popular channel, 1.4 million views, but it's informative. And at the very least, it'll make you feel smart watching these videos about space and time and physics. Like, ooh, wow, I'm so enlightened now. So whether you are smart or not, it'll make you feel smart. Oh, go check out my friend Melody Angel. She is a singer, songwriter, guitarist, blues musician, and she is fantastic. Melody Angel, she has honed her craft for a very long time. Not huge on the internet, but definitely should be. And again, I can't believe I have more subscribers on my channel than hers. But music is a very, very competitive industry, and I know the blues it's kind of become a niche thing nowadays, fallen by the wayside in lieu of pop music. But man, I absolutely love the blues. It is my favorite style of music, and she does it so well. I remember I was looking for a cover song of that Tracy Chapman song. What's it called? Give Me One Reason to Stay Here. No, not that one. Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. And I found Melody Angel's cover, and I was like, wow, this is everything a cover song should be. A fitting tribute to the original, but you know, she just added her own soul to it in a very unique way. So cool. Who else? Fit and Fun with Coach Megan. Yeah, she's a gymnastics coach. She teaches gymnastics, and it might not be your speed, but I love her channel because of the way she breaks down gymnastics movements. One of my goals is to be able to do backflips before I'm 50. I'm 40 right now. I'm working on it, but again, you'll learn something different. You'll get a different angle from every gymnastics coach, from every martial arts coach, from every jiu-jitsu coach, from every weightlifting coach that you approach, and I like her style. Who else? Charisma on Command. I enjoy this channel. Charlie over at Charisma on Command is a very interesting speaker. He has a lot of very informative videos that are really eye-opening about interpersonal communications and how to carry yourself and how to speak better, which really is the reason that I started a YouTube channel in the first place, to be able to speak better. And yeah, it's definitely helped, so go check that out. Charisma on Command. What else? Up to My Knees, that's an interesting channel. Let's see, that's Max Landis' channel. Max Landis is a screenwriter. He's written scripts for a bunch of movies and a few comic books, and doesn't release new videos that often, but he's got some really good stuff up there. So I enjoy his channel, Up to My Knees. Go check that out. Who else? This is an admission of how much of a nerd I am. Zarek Zakaron, he makes videos about video games, role-playing video games in specific, especially the Elder Scrolls series, which I love. You know, this guy, he talks about all kinds of Elder Scrolls video game related stuff and the lore and all that, and he's got this great series on how he would have made the games better, and he's got some really great ideas. But yeah, that's how much of a nerd I am. I love that stuff. Scholagrim, hope I'm saying that right. Pretty popular channel. He's got a lot of videos about sword fighting and weapons fighting and medieval weapons and helmets and cool stuff like that. Who else? Speedbag 1. He's this older guy who is amazing at the speed bag, has some great speed bag tutorials and some great videos where he rhythmically drums along to a song with the speed bag. Cool stuff there. Oh man, the Punch Professor. I mentioned this guy on one of my previous videos. The Punch Professor. Fantastic boxing videos, boxing tutorials, how to punch better, how to make your own equipment. Awesome stuff. The Punch Professor, go show him some love. Good stuff. What else? Man. So many good ones. Kerry Colott. Best wrestling tutorials on the internet. He gets straight to the point. His videos are short, they are concise. He shows everything from every angle. He's not chatty. That's one thing about a technique video. It should be straight and to the point. One thing I hate about technique videos is when there's like a whole minute of logos and whatnot, then they'll talk for like 5 minutes and then they'll break down the technique, and in the last 30 seconds they'll finally show you what the technique is supposed to look like, and then you're like, oh wait, that's not actually the technique I was looking for. And you've lost 10 minutes of your life. So Kerry Kolak gets straight to the point with the technique. I love it. Great, great channel. What else? If you like boxing commentary, Wilson Caden. Kind of an unknown channel, 37,000 subscribers, Wilson Caden. Very softly spoken, but makes some really good boxing commentary videos. Really great breakdowns there. What else? Oh man, go check out my friend Scooby1961. Scooby1961 makes a lot of strength training videos, fitness videos. This is an older gentleman who is in absolutely phenomenal shape and teaches you how to get strong and you know, break it down in very, very simple and informative ways. Super nice guy. Awesome videos. Who else? And so many good ones. I'm going through this list on my phone right here about these channels I've subscribed to, and a lot of them are friends of mine who you know, they haven't made videos in years, but I'm still subscribed to them, and I wish they really would. Another one of those is Ruiz Combat Grappling by my friend Brandon Ruiz, and go bug him and tell him he needs to make more videos because they are good. He's a very good grappling coach. He's a world-class wrestler, jiu-jitsu black belt, catch wrestler, awesome grappler, great competitor, great coach. So go tell him to make more videos. And so many. What else? And yeah, I guess that's about it. So, those are some channels I watch. So if you're interested in that stuff, go check it out. And if you have any suggestions for channels you think I might like, go mention them in the comments down below. What do you like to watch on YouTube, and why? Now, thanks for watching. Stop spending all that time watching YouTube videos and get out there and train.